So hi, my name is Thomas Schaffter. I'm working at Sage Bionetwork. And today I'm delighted to introduce you to this new tool called Open Challenges, which is a centralized hub for biomedical challenges and more. So this project started from the observation that there are more than 25 organizations or benchmarking communities that run these challenges. You may recognize some of the logos here. So you have, for example, Kagi, Kami. Of course, you will recognize the DREAM challenges. At Sage, we also have been working with MICAI, Precision FDA, and many more organizations. And so this fragmented challenge ecosystem introduced some pain points, which are summarized on these slides. And there are pain points for both prospective participants as well as challenge organizers. So first, focusing on the prospective participants, so there's currently a lack of standardization on how these challenges are described. So you can think in terms of metadata. And this is probably the number one reason you haven't seen so far a one-stop shop or a central hub where you can go and search challenges using different filters. For example, the type of data set or the status of the challenge, which then makes it kind of overwhelming and time-consuming for prospective participants to search for challenges of interest. On the other hand, you have the challenge organizer. And so it's actually engaging participation from a broader community can then be difficult and a major pain point. So think about how great it would be for a challenge organizer to know that their challenges is automatically made visible to the member of this 25 plus organization I mentioned before, which would then in turn turn into a higher participation rate. So our solution to these different pain points was to develop this tool called openchallenges.io, which is a centralized hub for biomedical challenges that empower participants with relevant and up-to-date challenge information. And then in turn for challenge organizers is to enable them to make their challenges more visible. So the step one was for us to look at these different benchmarking communities and challenge platforms like Kaggle and Synapse to see how they describe challenges, and then to come up with a data model that best represents all the information available. Then we have collected challenges information, and we are still in the process of collecting more challenges metadata from these different platforms like Kaggle, Synapse, Grand Challenge. And we are then transforming them to make them available. And then step three, so we built this web application called openchallenges.io, which enable prospective participants and challenge organizers to access this data. And then finally, it's a continuous effort to engage with benchmarking communities and different challenge platforms to make sure that their challenges looks their best inside Open Challenges. And now that is the part where I'm going to demonstrate the tool and what you can do with it. So we just launched it let me see. So we launched Open Challenges about 3 weeks ago. So it's still in beta, which is what this banner is basically saying. We are also still in the process of collecting lots of challenges. So here, when you reach the home page, so you're greeted with this section that introduces the application and what you can do with it. In terms of metrics, so here you have the 3 principal resources that we capture, or challenge artifacts, if you want. So right now we have 465 annotated challenges that you can explore in Open Challenges. And these challenges are organized by more than 388 benchmarking communities or organizations. So here an organization may be IBM or Google, and they may sponsor the challenge, provide a cash prize. They may be also benchmarking communities or societies like DREAM, Kagi, Kami. or they may be data provider like Kaiser Permanente and others. And these challenges, so they are being hosted on what we call challenge platform. There's actually 13 of them. The 14th one is other. We should remove that. But yeah, that's typically Synapse. So typically on this challenge platform, you can register, access pilot data sets, and that's also where you would see the leaderboard table. Then you have this field that you can use to really start typing any keywords or terms. It's not yet using generative AI, so it's not really a prompt, but that may be coming soon. And then, yeah, here is some data. The important information is really that we have about like 400 challenges. Here on this section, you have the challenges of the day. So every day we are randomly picking 3 challenges, which you see represented here in this challenge card. You can click on the card and then get access to more information about the challenge. Here on the card, you can see the title of the challenge, the status, whether the challenge is completed, upcoming, or active. And here you have a headline. Okay, that's where we use generative AI, where we actually are feeding an AWS Bedrock model with challenge description. And we ask it to generate 5 headlines that are less than 80 characters. And then our data curator can pick the headlines that fit the best. So really for the sake of giving the user additional context about the challenge. And here in the footer, you can see the incentives, whether there is a cash prize available or speaking engagement. And you can click on see more to then go to the search page, which we are going to soon. If you are a challenge organizer, so here you can click on this button and you will be redirected for now to a Google form where you can submit information about your challenge, like title, description, who contributed to organizing the challenge. Here are some organizations you may be interested in exploring. So you already know about DREAM, but there is also Precision FDA. Right now we are capturing 18 challenges from them, as well as Mikai, who focus more on challenges that are related to biomedical analysis. And here are the 13 challenge platforms that are currently captured in open challenges. We don't capture all their challenges yet, so that's still work in progress. But so here you can see Synapse, which is a tool developed at Sage Bionetwork, and which we have been using at DREAM for, I think, more than 9 years or so to organize challenges. And then I want to thank the main funding source for this tool, which is NIH and an ITCR grant. So here going to, I would say, the main page of the web application. So that's typically where you can search for challenges. So here you can enter some keywords, for example, breast cancer, and then automatically you will get 35 results here, and you can see all of them, and then you can sort them by relevance. It's kind of the magic sorting, but it's based on the number of times your keywords appear in the title of the challenge or in the description. You can also sort by the start date. Start date. And so here, for example, you can see that there is this chameleon open challenges, and it looks like today is the last day if you want to make a submission. So yeah, if I show you a few of the other filters, so back to the 465 challenges that we have. So here you can filter by types of incentives. So we capture monetary, publication, speaking engagement, for example, at a conference like this one. In terms of status, so it's either active, upcoming, or completed. And then here in the category, so you can search, for example, challenges that start soon. So here soon meaning within the next 3 months. I think we don't have anyone that starts soon, but then you can click on recently launched. So that was in the past months. And so right now here there is 8 challenges that have started recently and are open for submission. And then you can look for closing soon, so really last chance to participate and maybe earn one of the incentives. You can then also filter by challenge platform. So that's the 13 one you've seen before. So you have, for example, Eval AI, Grand Challenge, Kaggle, or Synapse. You can also filter by organization. So if you are, for example, interested in challenges that have been supported by IBM, so here you can select it. And here you can see that IBM has contributed to 37 challenges. And then you can filter also challenges per year, a bit like movies, and then the type of submission, whether participants are requested to submit containers or prediction file or notebook, as we saw before, that may be something of interest to participants. So I guess, so if you click on the card, so then you're redirected to a page with more information about the challenges. So you have, in the future, you will be able to see how many times the pages has been seen. Also in Big, we want to make it very easy for the user to then click and go to the challenge platform where the challenge is hosted. So that's where you would register, access the data, submit your tools for evaluation, and access the results in the leaderboard table. And then we capture a growing number of metadata. But for now, what we capture is start date, end date, status, platform, the DOI. So once you have a manuscript for your challenge, we are going to display it as a URL, submission type, data type, and the types of incentive. And then if you want, if you see something inaccurate, you can, on every page, there is a button that would then redirect you to a pre-populated Google form where you can edit the information and then submit then to us. And then similarly to the search page, to the challenge search page, so you have the organization search page where you can look for the different organizations. So let's say you are, for example, a prospective challenge organizer, and you're like, okay, so you also have a search bar, so you can say, okay, what are the organizations that contributed to the organization of a challenge related to breast cancer, for example. So here you can get these 3 organizations. I think there is a bit more, but that's really based on the search term here. But then you could filter that down per, for example, the type of data of the type of contribution. So here, for example, you could display, okay, what are the organizations that provided data related to challenges that were exploring breast cancer, for example. And then for each organization, you also have a page. You can see all the challenges that the organization have supported. So they are listed here. And in the future, we would like also to capture the information at the member level. One last thing I wanted to mention is that here the filters value are captured in the URL. So here, for example, you can see filtered by incentives, being monetary or publication. So you can then bookmark this URL or share it online, and then come back to it in the next few days to see if there is more challenges that match this request. On this page, you can see the amazing team developing open challenges. And I really want to acknowledge the contribution from Verena, Rong, which you will recognize from the previous talk, Maria, Gaia, and Jake. And last thing I would say is that we have an API documentation, and in the future we are going to release a Python and R client that will enable you to access the open challenges data and even make queries more complicated than the one we can currently do in the UI, which in turn can then give us ideas on what we want to add to the UI in terms of filtering option. But here, for example, if you want to get all the publication DUI for the challenges supported by IBM, for example, that's something you can do using the our API. All right, so here are some direction and work in progress for open challenges. So right now we are continuously expanding the data model of open challenges. So one of the ontology we are investigating is the EDAM ontology that captured biomedical related terms. And here on the right side, you can see some of the types of artifacts that this ontology captured. So for example, for every challenges that have like one or more tasks, we could annotate this task as an operation, which has an input and an output. The type of data also, we could annotate them using this ontology in terms of coming up with our own terms. So they also have types for the format of the data, and also topics is like standardized keywords that we would like to use here again instead of creating our own set. Other types of ontologies that we would like to explore are OCD10, OMIM, and HPO. And also in the future, capture information at the dataset level and the tool level. And for example, even capture the performance of this tool and provide a centralized place where you can find this information. And then, for example, use the API to come up with custom queries. We are also working on further streamlining the collection of this data from APIs. So some of the challenge platform like Kaggle or Synapse provide a REST APIs that we could then use to, for example, in the future, hourly update all the data from this platform. Some benchmarking communities have websites that have been running for many, many years, sometimes more than 10 years. So they may not have a REST API, but if they have a large number of challenges, then we definitely want to import them into open challenges. You could also see it a bit as an archive website for these challenges. And so for this, we would develop a web scraping tool. And as I mentioned before, we also want users, anyone, to submit new data. So we also support human data curator. And then finally, continuously engaging with benchmarking communities and this challenge platform to make more challenges visible in open challenges. Finally, yeah, really, if so, Open Challenges is an open initiative. If you are interested in contributing, check it out. If you have in the past contributed to the organization of a challenge or participated to one, check your challenge to see if the information are complete, or please submit us any missing information that you may not see in open challenges. Same thing if you want to submit new challenges, and also if you have ideas for new features or you want to contribute to the development of the backend, frontend, it's really an open initiative, mainly developed by engineers at Sage right now, but we want to open that to the entire benchmarking community. And finally, acknowledge the team members of Open Challenges, as well as other contributors at Sage Bionetwork, so Adam, Stockard, Ailey, Xa, and James. Our main source of funding, which is an ITCR grant, as well as the benchmarking communities and challenge platform that we have interviewed and with who we are partnering, which are RSGDREAM, Grand Challenge, Kaggle, Mikai, and Precision FDA. And with that, I want to thank you for attending the talk today. And if you want to reach out to any team member for Open Challenges, we have a Discord server, and we currently have 35 members who are either organizers or prospective participants. So yeah, join us there. Thank you.
Thanks, Thomas. Any question about this initiative of centralizing the world of challenges in a single place? Actually, I noticed that you don't have the BARDA set of challenges. Are they there? Or is that part of FDA Precision? Maybe
I can check live.
Yeah, there you go. That's That's why you do this.
So what I wanted to show is, so we had previously the talk about the SC RNA challenge, and it's here. Please let us know when you have the DUI of the manuscript. We will add it here. Incentives, we can already add speaking engagement.
So you
and
put,
the other one was a BARDA.
Yeah, if you put BARDA, I mean, I'm just, because it's part of, the government-funded initiative, so I was just wondering if that, yeah, okay.
Yeah, right.
There's another one, okay. Any other favorite challenges that you think should, as a test? We can crowdsource. Oh yeah, well, yours is there, but that's cheating. That's internal.
Favorites,
Oh no. Well, favorites in the sense that you think should be there and you want to test live whether it's there or not.
It would be interesting to see the big breast cancer prognosis challenge from way back. Adam Merkel's
digital mammography.
No, the old one, the first one that used to.
Yeah, the MetaBrick. So
what I can say is that if it's a dream challenge, it should be there.
It would be interesting to see how annotated it is.
So MetaBrick, if you put MetaBrick.
Maybe you just try breast cancer and see what you get.
Well, he has a bunch. He has 25 just breast cancer.
So here I have dreams, 71 challenges.
It's
And
the second one actually. This is the first one.
here,
Yeah.
No DOI here.
Are there plans to put the results of the challenges on this website, or that all just be redirected to the challenge website?
we would love to, provide leaderboards table right in open challenges, and still enable participants to then go to the website easily with this big button to register and participate there.
Thank you for this great platform. I have one question. So how easy to access the previously or ongoing data sets in the different challenge?
So the question was how easy it is to access data sets for, you said upcoming challenges or
Yeah, maybe
past challenges?
Past challenge, maybe they already closed. So, but some people, they still want to access or test their own method on those data.
So you would come. So dataset types is another types of information that we would capture, similarly to information about tools. So here I would start going to. I don't know if you already know the kind of challenges you are interested in, but still, let's say that's the challenge you would like to access the dataset. Well, maybe not in upcoming challenges, but anyway. Well, okay. And here you have website not found because it's an upcoming challenges with no web page yet. But let's say you're interested in a completed challenge. So the best we offer is really to go to the website itself, and hopefully you have a quick access to the data sets from there. But no, we don't keep a copy of the data set. That's not something we are archiving. But we would love to make that more visible to the user of open challenges. For now, your best bet is still to go to the challenge platform.
Okay.